Welcome to Digital Asset News. We take the top stories in cryptocurrency and digital assets and break it down into bite-sized pieces. Before we begin, let's do a little housekeeping. First of all, this channel is for entertainment purposes only. I am not a financial advisor, a financial analyst, or anything that has to do with finances. I'm just a small business owner that has a keen interest in cryptocurrency and digital assets. Second, help us with the YouTube algorithm. We just want you to do one of three things if you could. One of those is to hit the like button, comment on the video below, and that could be anything that is specific to this video that we're talking about. And the third thing is subscribe. You don't have to do all of those things, but we can just humbly ask you to do just one of those things. It helps us to expand our reach and beat that pesky YouTube algorithm. So let's jump right in. The market, it's down yet again. Why is it down? What's going on? What is the problem? Why does it keep going up and down and all around? Who knows? Well, here's a popular theory we'll talk about in a second. Chinese city warns investors crypto isn't blockchain. Interesting. And the XRP price to $28. Is it possible? Boy, I sure hope so. Let's take a look at the information behind it in just a bit. So let's go to our first story. The market. It's sucking yet again. Something like this happens up and down, all around. No one knows why it is. Let's take a look at the actual market today. So it's the afternoon right now, December 17th. And we're looking at, and all you can see is these nice big lines kind of flat and then boom, down to the ground. Ethereum, down to the ground, down to the ground. Everything is down. Wow. XRP, one of my favorites, 18 cents. Ethereum 124, Bitcoin 6,600. Pretty much everything. Let's see. Except for Tezos. Tezos isn't doing too bad for some reason. Who knows? So the question really comes up in your mind, and I think everybody's mind is, why does it do this? We're going to talk about why this might happen, and then we're going to talk about what it means to everybody. So this is one of the theories that they have that's floating out there. This is an article by CoinDesk or Zcrypto. Zcrypto. Good website. You guys should check it out. So it says here, cryptocurrency slipped from 7,100 to 6,800 within 24 hours. Following this brutal fall, more than 40 million in long positions were liquidated on BitMEX. Boy, that sucks for those traders. I gotta tell you, TA, people love to talk about TA and how great it is, but you can see people getting wrecked left and right. Don't believe in that. But maybe it works for you. Let me know in the comment section. Yeah, you know what? That's a great question. If you have done TA, or if you have traded crypto or digital assets, do me a favor. In the comments below, tell me how successful or how unsuccessful you've been. It's okay. We've all been there. We've all tried doing things. And if you're successful, great, so much the better. But if you weren't, those are the comments I want to hear about. What happened? What was the reason? What do you think it was? So when you get time, please comment below. I'd love to read that. Anyhow, on this story, it talks about, however, altcoins have endured an even worse clobbering in the market. Bloodletting. That's a good word. Bloodletting. So what's the theory? What happened? The most popular theory is that the drop was a reaction to the report from Chain Analysis, which suggested that Chinese Ponzi scheme plus token is alive and well, subsequently causing markets to panic. Interesting. Further, Chain Analysis revealed that around 20,000 Bitcoin and 790,000 ETH, or Ethereum, is still controlled by the Ponzi scheme perpetrators. This has stirred fears of further bloodshed caused by the plus token scammers dumping more. So here we go. So could this be what it is? What do you think? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm curious. I can tell you my opinion. My opinion is that, sure, I mean, there's scams all the time. There's things that are happening, and these scammers are taking Bitcoin left and right. However, why today? Why right now? Why is everything going down the tubes? It could be that. It could be that people are just a bunch of lemmings, and once they see one whale do something, or a group of people do something, then they all follow suit. But I gotta tell you though, it's an odd thing, because it seems like lately, people have just been seeing all the negativity, and they just follow along. And like I said, in my businesses, I do a lot of marketing. I do digital marketing because I have to, because that's pretty much the life support of all business is marketing and sales. And I can tell you that there's two emotions that marketers play on, and that is pleasure and pain. And the one that is the most strong, that will get the people in the door, that will make you most of the sales, is fear. is pain, is those pain points. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's just that they see things happening, they're like, I don't want to get caught short or long in the situation, and they just sell off like crazy. So maybe that is it. Who knows? Another less popular interpretation is the positive developments coming from the U.S.-China trade war. On December 13th, President Donald Trump announced that the United States had agreed to a partial deal with China, confirming that the U.S. will not be imposing tariffs on 120 billion of Chinese goods. Many experts in the industry claim that investors were buying Bitcoin to hedge against economic uncertainties. So even though that we have reached this deal, and let me tell you, this is a tentative deal. Nothing that I've seen or heard about or read about states that this is exactly what's going to happen. This is a phase 1 deal. So everything could be reversed. So if people are betting on this, I sincerely doubt it, honestly. But look, the market's going to go up, the market's going to go down. If you are a TA guy or gal or an investor or a day trader, honestly, my channel's not for you. I don't believe in it. I don't talk about it. And you're going to get frustrated by me telling you every single time I do a video that it's bullshit. My channel is geared towards people like me and people who think like me. So I believe that the long game is the best way, short and steady. It's not about making amazing gains in weeks or even months. I'm looking at a time frame of 1 to 5 years and playing that long game. I don't feel like if I trade this or move these things around that I'm going to get that much better. I mean, I could if I make nothing but 100% or 80% accurate guesses, but it only takes one bad trade. It only takes one dumb decision. So I don't think I'm smart enough to time these types of things, and I'll just be honest. I believe in the slow, hard work, and it's going to pay off in the end. So look, if you agree with me on that one, I'd like you to subscribe to this channel, because those are the things that we're going to talk about. We're not going to talk about trading. We're not going to talk about TA. I just don't think that's the way to go. I think what it is, here's my strategy. It's super boring. I put in $25 a week for different cryptocurrencies, sometimes 50, sometimes 100, just depends. But it's always consistent. I don't take anything out. I don't invest in crazy cryptos or the amazing next big thing. Just stick with the top 3. And actually, here's my holdings right here. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Cardano, EOS, and Chainlink. I mean, there may be other ones that are out there that are better than that. I don't know. But I've been in this game for going on 3 years now. And I will tell you, all the research that I've done, these are the ones that are most likely to make it. And I remember, I was back here in 2017 when everything was awesome. Well, guess what? People lost their ass in that 2018 because they didn't realize that all these things that people were talking about, they sounded great, but they had no utility. They had no function. And I believe 99.9% of these cryptos are going to go away. And I think at least one of these, my top 6, will be the last one standing. So we'll see. All right, moving on. Chinese city warns investors crypto isn't blockchain. When I first saw this, I was like, it makes no sense. Cryptocurrency is blockchain, but I think I know where they're going with this one. So Weihai, a port city in Shandong province of eastern China, has a stern warning for investors. Make sure you are really investing in blockchain innovation and not cryptocurrency masquerading as blockchain. And I think there is an accuracy here. So some people will say, well, you can't have cryptocurrency without blockchain. True. However, there is decentralized blockchain and a centralized blockchain. And that is, centralized blockchain is what all the banks want to do and what all the central banks want to do. They want to have it centralized. And when you have something that's centralized, it's essentially one ledger, one form, one document, digital document that states of all the different transactions that are going on. Whereas, of course, decentralized, it's throughout hundreds, thousands of computers, different nodes that are all the way out there. So it is safe, it is secure, and people can't manipulate that as easily as a centralized blockchain. So what's going on here is that the first it talks about crypto trading and ICOs have been illegal in China since 2017, but blockchain has been encouraged by the Chinese president Xi Jinping. However, the government claims more companies, most masquerading as blockchain startups, have launched crypto exchanges and raised money through centralized token sales. So I get it. So these scammers are going out saying, hey, this token can do X or Y or Z or whatever else it is. And they're probably saying it's decentralized. It's the next big thing. People buy it up. They get all these coins and it's coming from one location, one person, one computer, one node. And then they just walk away with all the money, close up shop. So I get it. So it is a cryptocurrency, kinda, but it's centralized, and that's what's screwing people over. And if you listen to my last video, I was railing on scams and different things that are going on in this market that is awful and is hindering adoption. And if we can't get this under control, if we can't have regulation come in, then it's not going to happen. It's just going to be us, me and you, sitting here talking about this video. And we're just going to be part of the 1% that doesn't have anything going on as far as price movement and mass adoption. So if you want that, then great. I don't. I want this to flourish. I want this to be adopted. I believe in innovation. I believe that in this day and age, when I can email anybody, I can video conference from anywhere in the world, I can do everything lightning fast because of technology. There is no way that I should be able to sit here and wait for 2 to 3 days to transfer funds from my bank to another bank, and hopefully it gets there, or to do transactions in this old style way that has high transaction fees, or even have to deal with banks that are not censorship resistant. They can shut anybody down, as we can see in different governments throughout the whole world. So I believe in digital assets and cryptocurrency. I believe it's the future, and that's why I'm just continuing to hold on. All right. So moving on with this story, other local authorities, including the police department and the Weihai branch of the central bank and China Banking and Insurance Regulatory Commission, have endorsed a statement and plan to carry out an inspection of illegal ICOs and crypto exchanges. Great. Just what I'm talking about. Get people in there, flush all this shit out, and then move on with the good projects. Some companies set up servers outside China and promote their products using Chinese investors on social media, the authority said in the statement. They usually process transactions via online payment applications. Therefore, many of these funds are hard to retrieve as they are floating abroad, which makes sense, right? Somebody comes in, takes the money, leaves. That's it. So yeah, classic Ponzi. Pretty awful. Pretty bad for these investors. Hopefully regulation comes in and everything will work itself out as time goes on. And our last story. So we've had two bad news. Let's end off on a positive. So Crypto Trader predicts next bull cycle in 2020 will take XRP to $28. Oh my God, I hope so. Is it possible? So in this article, it talks about one analyst has predicted that Ripple's XRP could soar by more than 130x to $28 in its next bull cycle in 2020. So who said this marvelous prediction? It's none other than D.I.Y investing. Claims XRP will enter a new bull cycle next year. The trader made the prediction after studying XRP's cyclical timeframes. According to D.I.Y investing, XRP's bull cycles last for a period between 6 months and 1 year. Well, that makes sense. I remember in 2017, it was like a full year of bullishness. Everything was just going up and up and up. Then in 2018, 19, everything goes down the tubes, which is exactly what he's talking about, followed by bear cycles extending for 2 years. This implies that 2020 will be uber bullish for XRP because 2018 and 19 sucked. Thus, should the coin follow its previous price patterns, he expects it to jump more than 130x from the current level to as high as $28. You know what? I hope so. Hope that works out. But remember, history doesn't always repeat. It may rhyme, but it doesn't always repeat. So if it does, like it has the last 2 cycles, then great. Then all this stuff, then all these things that we're going through right now today, so all these different ups and downs doesn't matter. Now, if you're trading, you're sweating. And that's on you. Good luck, trader. I mean, seriously, best of luck to you. I can't do that. But if you're like me and you think, you know what? All right, so let's take XRP. All right, so I put in money. I put in $25 and it was 24 cents. Then next week I put it in $25 and it was 22 cents. And I put in another $25 and today it's, what is it, 18 cents? 18 and a half cents, I think. Yeah, 18 and a half cents. So who cares? Who cares? Let's say it goes up to $1, which is, pretty realistic for a next bull run. There's no way it can't go up to just a minimum of $1, because before it was at $3.40, something like that. So if I put it in and it keeps going up and up and up, the only thing that we have to do, my friend, and again, this is not financial advice, this is what I'm going to do, so I shouldn't say we, I should say I. Here's what I'm going to do. Once it hits a certain threshold, let's say at $5, I will take 10% out. And then at $7.50, I'll take another 10%. And just like I got into my positions, I will slowly get out of my positions. That's probably the safest way that I think for myself that I can do it. Now I could be like a trader and listen to D.I.Y. investing and pull off different trades different times. But actually, I don't even know. I'm going to say this. I don't know if he does that or not. Maybe he's just predicting, hey, this is the bull run coming up, and that's all he's talking about. Sure. But for me, I think that's the best option for myself. Maybe this is something you might want to do, but do your own research. I'm just some guy on YouTube who who reads the news and talks about different things that other people are trying to invest in. So here's what I want to do. Because we get all these different experts and TA people, I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong, and I just don't know what I'm talking about, which, could happen. So here's what I want to start doing. From now on, anybody who makes a prediction on any of these channels, and do me a favor, if you could, comment below if you've seen a prediction, and leave me the YouTube link if you could, or the Twitter link, or any kind of link that can prove it. I need to put that link here. So what I'm going to start doing is anybody who makes a prediction, I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to put the prediction itself, the date, the time frame, and if it was achieved or not. We're going to go back. We're going to see who was right and wrong. I'm not going to put money on it. But if I was a betting man, which I am not, I'm going to bet that most of these, 80%, are going to be wrong. But I could be incorrect. We will find out. So anyhow, that is it for today. Hopefully DIY investing is right. It goes to $28. That'd be fantastic. But who knows? Thanks for listening to these little rants that I went on. Hopefully there wasn't any profanity. I can't remember if I did or not today, but I usually do. If you can do me a favor, like we talked about, try to help us kill that YouTube algorithm. Hit the like button, subscribe, and of course, leave a comment, and I will see you guys on the next one.